listening to Party Nerds Weekly.
What's going on, gang? Welcome everybody to the Party Nerds podcast. We are all here at one time. If you're not early,
on
if
time.
you're not on time,
On
I asked,
time.
but it's 4 minutes past the hour. If you're not early, you lit. All right. So, look, stop. No bird calls. All right. So,
What happened to that boy?
all of a sudden, our entire panel turned into CEOs for Cash Money Records.
That's when with a 99 in 2000.
Crazy. All right, so I'm here, Haas is here, Ralph is here, Jorge's here. Obviously, we have a question above. We're going to be talking about that later. What Batman villain, like Penguin, is deserving of its own series? But first and foremost, just a little bit as far as like news that happened this week. Denzel had some interesting things to say on the Today Show earlier this week, talking about his legacy and future films that he's looking to complete. One in basically particular was the fact that he told the Today Show that Ryan Coogler is writing a part for him in Black Panther 3. What are we thinking about this?
You know what? Respect. He earned it. He been earned that. I mean, it's what, 2 movies too late?
I mean,
2 movies too late?
2 movies too late.
You're movies too late.
All right, last movie made 800 mil. Stop it.
Stop with Denzel. With Denzel.
But the thing is, he's
and Angela Bassett on top. What?
Look, and Angela died. Yo, what's up, Everett? He put "Why up, fellas," and then he put "What up, fellas." So to talk about it in context, there's been a lot of speculation for Denzel Washington just being in the MCU. I remember, if we remember a couple years back, there was talking about him and Giancarlo Esposito basically being the polar opposites that they are. One playing Magneto, one playing Professor Xavier. So there was that.
No, I remember.
And there was a lot of like basically debates going on around that. Why? One being the fact that why would we even fan cast a black Magneto and a black Professor Xavier? But yet that didn't come to fruition. So now a part is going to be written in for the man in Black Panther 3. Do we have fan castings for that?
I don't know, man. I tell you what, he probably got a small role, man. They probably.
As I said,
remember
they
were going stateside, or worldwide with Wakanda, right? They had little centers and stuff like that, little scientific centers. So maybe they're doing a scientific center in, let's say, Seattle, or better yet, let's give it Brooklyn. Denzel's a New York guy, so maybe they're doing it in Brooklyn, right? And then in Brooklyn, he owns a barbershop, so he's the owner of the barbershop.
Oh my god!
And he's just cutting hair. So now he's cutting Manape's hair. He gonna cut him hair.
Yo, you've lost me.
So he's gonna be cutting his hair because he got he getting his hair.
Yeah, man.
So Denzel's just gonna be like, okay, all right, okay. Nice cut there. All right.
I have never seen Denzel play the role of anything simple like a barber in my life.
Yo,
it would be dope though, man. And then he be giving them flavor, like American flavor and stuff like that,
God.
man. The hood, he be giving them the hood flavor. You know what I'm saying? And let the Wakandans, you know what I mean, settle in to Brooklyn at their scientific resource center.
What's
wrong with that?
Go ahead, Ralph. Tell it.
Have Denzel cutting M'Baku's hair like he's like, okay, all right, that looks good. All right, okay, all right.
Sounds awful, God.
Andre,
what's up, brother?
He's going to be in a more sophisticated role, okay? Obviously, a person of more importance, right? He probably will be the one to welcome Wakanda into the White House, right? Okay? Into the White House. He probably plays like some type of general or something like that, okay?
That's
in a suit, okay?
Boring.
You would rather him be Calvin from Barbershop. That's what you want. Calvin from Barbershop.
He would just have little hairs on him. You know what I'm saying? On his shit.
Will he have a Zamunda accent though in the movie or what?
That's the thing. You ever seen Denzel do an African accent?
I don't
Yeah, that's why he
plan
has
to
to
see
be
this in my
American.
lifetime.
That's why you gotta be American. I'm telling you.
Maybe he was an
Your
expat
dream.
to Wakanda.
And he's just
That's
cutting
American.
Wakanda's hair every 27 minutes during the movie.
Look, listen to Andre. He said, Haas, if white folks suggested that script, black people will literally riot.
Yo, but why not?
With Denzel as Calvin, the barber from New York. Be like,
I'm trying to tell you, man. Be like, yo, can I get a cut?
Yeah,
All right,
you need to
okay,
quit.
All right, just gotta wait. Right on. All right.
because I'm about to say,
I hate everything about that.
Wait your turn. All right. All right, calm down. All right.
I watched the trailer to Gladiator 2, and even in Gladiator 2, he's a New Yorker in Rome.
He don't got no fucking accent.
No accent.
Nigga, right from the hood. I'm leaving here with something. That's what he's doing.
So my
Okay,
my
all
my
right, okay.
my interesting theories about the fan casting, if this was to come to fruition, was if they were going to do Black Panther 3, if they, for one, they have not even scheduled Black Panther 3 at all.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
I
it's
don't know
not
what I
even
was gonna say, yeah.
like, if it's going to be in the mutant saga, like fitting inside of that timeline, it's kind of like a what rather than a where.
Oh, hold up. Stop the presses. Listen, Shuri don't even want to act no more, bro.
That too.
You heard about that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
She don't even want to act no more. So who the
Why?
fuck is going to be Black Panther now?
So
you gotta age
Oh,
up
wow.
the kid.
there's
Yeah,
that.
she does not want to act no more, bro.
I was gonna
So
say,
that-
was there a
Look.
reason?
Yo, she turned her life to God.
But if you remember, like, she had a lot of things, like as far as like the whole vaccine,
The
thing,
health
COVID-19,
concern, right?
yeah,
the health-
COVID-19 and everything like that. When they started
Yeah.
filming Wakanda Forever, she was like late to set, did not want to show up on set, didn't want to do anything on set because of like the certain stipulations for her to be on set started to happen. Like, she was kind of like heavy on that whole vaccine thing. So
Yeah.
she's thinking that, like, if I got to do this all over again, I don't really want to do it.
Yeah, that's true. He will be Denzel in anything he is. There's certain actors that's like that. Just
Certain
like The Rock.
actors,
The Rock,
yeah.
just like The Rock. Just
That's why The
Rock.
Rock's
The
new movie
Wayne-
sucks.
He has
The
no
Wayne
acting.
The Rock Johnson.
No
New
acting.
movie is Bosura.
The only
Bro.
time,
Yeah.
one of the few times that The Rock,
Oh.
Rock
Oh
was
my
in
god.
what was it? The Get Shorty, whatever that fucking
Oh yeah, his early
Get Shorty-
movies.
yeah.
Too,
When he played
The Rundown?
the Nick,
Pain and Gain,
Pain and
Rundown,
Game, and
Those are good.
Southland Tales.
is it what is it? Is it
Uh,
Get Shorty? Is
Grit-
it with John Travolta? That movie.
Yep. No, you're right. Yeah, Get Shorty.
Yeah, like when you write for The Rock and it's not The Rock, it's good. When he's
It's
The
usually
Rock,
good.
he's The Rock. Denzel's Denzel, no matter what you put him in. It doesn't
Exactly.
matter.
Be Cool. Be Cool was a sequel to Get Shorty.
Be Cool. That's what it was. Yeah,
Right.
absolutely. And he was great in that.
Yep. What's up, Biggs? So a couple of small fan castings here. If they were ever to do the version of the Ultimates that I read from about 10 years ago, there was a version of T'Challa in there, so that wouldn't necessarily even be him. There was the team up was T'Challa, Captain Marvel, Monica Rambeau, America Chavez, and Adam Brashear, Blue Marvel. So if you wanted to make an American cast out as another character, there's a possibility of bringing him in as Blue Marvel.
Oh, all right, okay, all right. That would be dope. I'm trying to. Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
man.
So
wait a minute. We might already have a Blue Marvel though.
who's our Blue Marvel?
I gotta remember. Oh my God, there might.
An old Aldous Hodge?
Yeah.
Fuck, man, my mind's not. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Isn't
So-
it? Yeah, I guess not. I don't know.
Well, this is the other thing. I mean, because there's no way of fitting this in because we're pretty much still in the multiversal saga. If we were giving ourselves a variant of T'Challa, of course, you would have to give him a fucking accent. But
Michael B. Jordan.
no,
No.
no, but that's a possibility too.
Okay, go.
But
John Boyega.
That's a good one as well. So imagine the spirit entity for the Panther god Bast to be Denzel. Somebody that's more spiritual rather than being a main character. Kind of like showing up as an entity. Denzel
That's
could be
boring.
he could be an
That's
entity.
boring. That's boring.
Look,
You see,
would
now
you rather him be a barber?
Yes, cutting hair. Like I'm telling you.
You want to be a barber? Or you want to be a spirit?
I don't understand why we glazed over. Why can't he be in some type of military?
We don't
he
need
got
that. How many times are we gonna get that? We don't need that. Have him cutting hair.
Have him cutting hair.
Oh, I'm booked for the day. I'm booked for the day. Like I'm telling you, man. Like, oh, you gotta make your appointment. I tried to tell. I'm trying.
Somebody got.
Still, bro.
Yeah, he's like, yo, we have never
Why
seen
not?
That is like
Why
an
not?
easy role for Denzel.
Why not? And then he would just be cracking jokes on everybody, man. Like, come on, this shit is be.
Since when does Denzel crack jokes? When does he crack jokes?
He should be the Charlie Murphy of the movie.
It's not
Charlie
that,
Murphy. He be the Cedric the Entertainer from Barbershop.
It's
right?
It's not the fact.
Rosa Parks should have set her ass
It's
down.
not the fact that he makes jokes, but Denzel, the way he would play the role, because a lot of barbers, they're funny, right? They just naturally
He'd be the one
funny.
to kick knowledge.
He would be naturally funny the way he would deliver what he'd be trying to say. I'm trying to tell you. Was he not hilarious in fucking Training Day? And he was serious as shit.
He was absolutely hilarious at Training
All
Day.
right then. Imagine him.
I didn't know you smoke wet.
Imagine that as the barber. All movie long.
Right.
Cutting up the Wakandans.
Cutting up the Wakandans. They finally go back to Oakland to check on that school that T'Challa brought up. And in comes Denzel Washington to open up a chair. Whipping a chair to get all the hair out the chair.
Yeah, he sit there, you know.
Come on down, sit down and have a seat.
Just like this. All right, who's next? Oh, who's next? All right.
High as I only aspire to be this high when I smoke weed.
Yo.
I'm telling you. And everybody would love it.
But we're talking about Ryan Coogler here writing a part for him and be like, all right, I got a part for you.
You're gonna be a barber.
You're gonna be barber number 3.
Oh man.
You're gonna be barber number 3.
Barber number 3.
Yo,
What about what is it?
And he'll get nominated for Best Supporting Actor.
Yo,
Gooding
bro.
Jr. That was his first movie, but he was an extra. He was the guy getting cut.
Who? Oh, Cuba Gooding Jr. in Coming to America. Yes, he was the guy in the chair.
He was the guy in the chair.
There was an Academy Award winning supporting character. What was the movie? Jerry Maguire in the chair.
Yeah.
Really? Made the money.
John,
Absolutely.
I'm telling you, it's a great idea, bro.
He said
Y'all
that-
sleeping. Y'all underrating this idea, bro.
But
It's gonna be a game changer.
Jorge,
Because it's so simple.
Jorge, look at
It
the
would be
last
so
two comments.
simple, it would be great.
He said Denzel's first words after he hears he's going to be barber number 3, Negro.
Thank you.
And then Ryan Coogler would be like, exactly. That's why you have to be the barber. Just that response right there.
He said, y'all laughing, but the barber cameo might be cool.
No, don't stop. All right, we're not doing this.
Bro,
We're not
am I
doing this.
not the people's champ on this show, bro? Come on, man.
We're not doing this.
Where's
No.
your Nostradamus hat?
Listen, man, listen.
We're not doing this.
Y'all better not listen.
If he becomes a barber now,
Don't
Bro,
not
I'm
listen.
about
Don't
to
listen to
start
Negro Damas.
I'm about to start charging people to give him readings. If
I'm
he
gonna
becomes a
start
barber in
boycotting.
this damn movie.
I'm gonna start boycotting. I'm okay
I'm
with that.
gonna be the next Miss Cleo.
No, stop. Stop it. Stop.
Mr.
No. Christmas.
I mean, other than that, I mean, the only shows that debuted this week were Doom Prophecy. So I know how much you guys love that show.
Skip.
Sure. I'll take a 5, talk about it, and I'll be back.
That's horrible.
Yeah, word. Go ahead. Go ahead. Speak on it. You got the
I'd
floor,
much
brother.
rather talk
Okay,
about a turtle.
I'm about to say, if that was the case, then I'm talking strictly to Andre because I know he loves Doom.
Let me cut the commercial.
There you go. Come on in, Andre. We'll buzz you in.
Andre said, "Hold up now, Haas might be cooked." Now he's cooking. You did.
I told you. It is a brilliant idea. if Hollywood wasn't so fucked up, I would say get me to Hollywood. I'm trying to tell you.
Wakanda.
You gotta go to the Diddy party first to be admitted to Hollywood, right?
Pause. We're not.
There you go.
That.
There you go,
Not
Jorge.
doing that.
There you go,
Not
Jorge.
doing that.
He knows the
Not
entry.
doing that.
He knows the admission ticket.
Yes.
We're not doing it. But I'm trying to tell you, it's so simple, but it would be so great.
How great would it be, Haas? And how long is this cameo?
Duh, he could just be periodically through the movie, like every few,
Periodically?
Periodically through the movie?
through the movie. Yeah, they just come in.
How many times they getting their hair cut through this movie?
There's a lot of Wakandans.
Hold up, they gave him a show. No. I can't.
There's a bunch of Wakandans, man. They just, and you know what? Some of them probably won't even get haircuts. They just like being around Denzel as the barber, so they just sitting there.
He's the guy that kicks knowledge at the barbershop.
They come in there. Denzel probably be talking sports. He be talking ball.
Let's build the premise.
Man.
So basically, you're saying Denzel's the barber, okay? He's in there, all right. Then the one dude that called the one bald-headed woman, oh, you bald-headed demon, okay? Bald-headed demon. And then they just basically stay around in the barbershop all movie long.
So now they're posted. So now, you see where you're going with it? Now they're posted in the barbershop. The barbershop becomes some type of B-level headquarters because Denzel's just cooking every day and they just can't get enough. I'm just telling you, man.
That's why Denzel can be the equivalent of the ramen guy in Naruto. He's done seen it all. Like he's seen it all. He done been through it all. Oh, he's like, I done been through.
And he's just a barber.
I done been through the 60s. I was here when the Panthers were here, the real Panthers, the Black Panthers.
I'm telling you,
I don't know who this T'Challa guy is, but the Black Panthers. And
I'm
it'll be in
telling you.
Oakland.
And look, Denzel would be the bridge from the Wakandans from Africa to the Black Americans because there would be a disconnect, and Denzel would bring them together.
Wait, didn't the Wakandans build a school already in Brooklyn?
In Oakland, I just brought that
in
up.
Oakland, that's what I'm saying. So they're going to have outreach centers throughout the country, Brooklyn being one of them. Denzel is going to be directly right next to the outreach center. So motherfuckers coming there getting their hair cut.
Maybe he was the guy that looked out for Killmonger when his dad died.
We could do that.
This movie is about to be called Black Panther 3 Coming to America. I'm getting really upset.
Listen, but Denzel would bridge the gap, and he would.
Really upset.
So look, tie it back to Killmonger. Killmonger was pissed off because Wakanda has all these resources and stuff, and wouldn't give it to the people. They're the people outside of Africa, outside of Wakanda, really. So
somebody had to take care of Killmonger after his dad got killed. Maybe this dude is like an old general and everything like that, and then when he retired, he turned into a barber.
Yeah,
not a good thing to validate him right now.
So what Denzel is doing is bridging that gap.
I'm gonna put haircuts on all y'all bitches. I like it.
Exactly. Come on, man. I'm trying to tell you.
You said he gonna put tapers and number ones, fades on everybody. Y'all,
listen,
bro.
Listen. Denzel's gonna bring. It's bigger than what you think it's gonna be because he's gonna bridge the gap. And now, all Black people in America are gonna connect with the Wakandans. It's going to be a
because it's American.
This movie needs to come out on Black History Month. He
said, Haas, I'm in, bro. Disney needs to cut you a punch it up check.
Come on, bro.
Haas is slow. He said Fax is slowly starting to agree. It seems like
we got it. Listen, I'm cooking right now, bro, because this is what it seems.
He started with a barber. Then it grew. It grew
because it's Denzel. Denzel
kind of rises.
And
don't take what I just said. Don't build on it.
Ever been in the barbershop growing up in the barbershop? There's always someone that just knows everything, that just has that's hilarious, that's and it's real respected in the community. I'm trying to tell you, bro, people relate to that. It has to be Denzel. So why put Denzel in the suit? We always see Denzel with a suit. Why put Denzel as a military dude? We've seen him in the military a million times.
Crimson Tide.
Come on now, make Denzel a regular person, but larger than life. I'm trying to tell you,
I
bro.
hate the.
We might
I
have
really.
we might have a whole nother because what can you possibly do if Siri doesn't want to come back and play her role? So now we got to recast that role, right?
You gotta recast T'Challa.
Got it. And then we
Because
got
the little boy's gotta grow up.
T'Challa's son, other younger.
He's gotta grow up.
He has to grow up. So if you're gonna do a Black Panther 3, make Denzel owner of the barbershop.
Owner of the
I
barbershop.
Connect.
Ralphie wants to karate chop all of us right now. Because I can't believe this nigga
Connect Black
bullshit.
America with Wakanda and build strength. Trying to tell you. And we don't even at this point we don't even need action in the movie because this whole movie is gonna be cooking, bro. I'm trying to tell you, we might not even need action. We don't need a villain.
Yo, what is
We
happening?
don't need
no
a
villain?
villain. We might not even need a villain.
It's just life in Wakanda, right?
Life
Day to day.
outside of Wakanda.
Yeah. Namor's gonna pop up out the ocean and be like, oh, there's way too many niggas over there. Nah,
And
going
go back.
to the ocean.
We might not even need you know what? Oh my goodness, bro. So we do this in Brooklyn, right? And then Luke Cage, but Luke Cage comes over from fucking Harlem and stops by. So Luke Cage stops by, and him and Jessica Jones done made up. This is my version of it. So him and Jessica Jones made up. So he brings the white girl, right? So now this is crazy, right? Because
No,
this
just let it go.
Just let me cook. So since this barbershop is so popular within New York, just people
All
start running
superheroes
by.
get their haircut there.
So look, Luke Cage comes there, bro, because he bald, so he's working on his beard and stuff. He gets his beard trimmed up, and he comes in there with the white girl, right? But that chick, Misty Knight, she's gonna be there, right? So she's gonna be there, mind you. They was messing around before, and he's gonna come in there with the white girl, which they might get into it a little bit. And then Rosario Dawson comes in there. She's gonna come in. She might come in with Daredevil. Right, because maybe they just had another coffee.
He
right?
said, I hate it.
So now you got, instead of having villains, you might just have drama at the barbershop because Luke Cage even came in there and all three of his girls in there just wilding out. This happens at the barbershop, bro. It happens.
How did this just turn into a Luke Cage storyline?
Because he's in New York already. He's in Harlem. So he's just gonna come get his shit done. He comes with the white girl. He comes
We
with Jessica Jones.
can't be in Oakland where the school's at no more.
No. That was the whole point. It needs to be in So now you get Luke Cage coming in there. He comes in there with Jessica Jones. This Knight is over there. She comes in. You know what I'm saying? She's like, oh, what the hell is going on here? Oh, y'all getting coffee now? And then Rosario Dawson comes in with Daredevil. You're like, hold up, let me stop in. I got
Love and hip hop Wakanda.
I'm telling you, bro.
Thank you, E.
This is the movie.
Thank you, E.
So now we don't need a villain. We just have drama at the barbershop.
How
Right?
long is this segment gonna go?
Yo, it's gonna be crazy. Then
I'm really hating here.
throughout the movie, we just have all these cameos. So now you got
This
you
is
got
like
James Rhodes. James Rhodes comes in and get a cut, right? He comes gets a cut. Anthony Mackie comes to get a cut. Captain America. You know what I'm saying? He comes get his cut.
What?
I'm telling you. And then he just be in the barbershop. And this is how they meet Luke Cage, for real. They meet
Black
Luke Cage.
Panther
You're like,
3.
I'm telling you, bro.
Black
I'm telling
Panther
you.
3. Back in business.
And then
I'm-
look,
I-
Jessica Jones ain't, she ain't with the nonsense. So Misty and Rosario, they start talking crazy.
flavor of love Wakanda.
She's just gonna hold them up against the wall, and then Anthony Mackie's gonna see that and be like, "Ooh, we need you on the Avengers." Dog, let me cook, let me write. I just need time. It's a little raw right now.
Look. He said
Yeah,
Haas
let
was
me
cooking,
some
but
time.
he done burned the food.
I'm just telling you. Now it's crazy, but we don't need a villain. We got Denzel. We got cameos. I'm telling you,
We just asked who Denzel gonna be. You turned this.
Yeah.
it's a whole movie. So now Black Panther 3 is Denzel in the barbershop with cameos from random black characters in the MCU.
You done turn this shit into Remember the Time video. How many cameos is in this shit?
I remember.
How many cameos is in this shit? So many. It turned into who's Denzel gonna be. That everybody got a cameo.
Denzel cutting everybody hair. And then look, then what's crazy is then here's the crazy shit. Then fucking then Bucky comes in there. He's like, yo, can I get a cut? And then everybody looks at him like that. Movie over.
Haas won tonight, y'all. Haas won tonight. Haas really
He
won
said it.
tonight.
Now you got everybody chiming in. Okoye visits for a Baldy.
Bucky come in there. Bucky come in there like this. Hey, can I get a cut? And everybody's like, movie over. Cut the music.
Oh my God, man! I don't know where this went.
I'm so
Off
shocked
the
how
rails.
it evolved.
Stop sign. Can I get a cut? It goes blank.
Off the
The
rails.
movie cuts off with Jay-Z
Don't tell
song.
me Denzel get a post credit scene.
Oh
Hey,
man,
yo, bro.
He started.
Yo.
So the post-credit scene is this: he starts cutting what he thinks is somebody's hair, and it's really a scroll, right? In the post-credit scene, it's really a scroll. Trying to tell you, and it just says, and he's like, "Oh shit!" And then it's that. It cuts to black.
Denzel nicks one of them large.
And then in true MCU fashion, we wouldn't get anything out of it because they would show that and never return back to it ever again. It wouldn't come up in any future story.
It's just Denzel in the barbershop.
Denzel in the barbershop. The movie ain't even about Wakanda no more. We didn't spend a whole hour and a half in the barbershop.
And there'll be a spin-off series.
It'll be a spinoff. The
On
shop.
Disney Plus.
The shop on Disney Plus.
That's nice little 20 minutes, 6
So
Yeah.
the only way we could top that barbershop scene, if that motherfucker was that if we still had what is it, Bushmaster, if that motherfucker came in looking for Mariah Stokes still, that'd be the only thing to top that shit off. Where's Mariah Stokes?
Oh,
I don't know. You better be bringing all that stuff over here. You better go.
That
on
would be the only thing that can top it, bro.
that. Go.
Arbor number 3 will return to the
Yo,
I'm telling you, man.
I don't know how we got here, but I hate it.
Yeah, listen. But would you rather that, or you rather Denzel get in a suit and play some type of serious role? What would you rather watch?
I think I would rather see him to play some serious role now.
Why? How many times do we need to say
Thank
that?
you. Thank you.
How comedic is he gonna be?
Like, damn. We need to see something different.
I'm not gonna lie.
That
I'm
would
gonna
be different.
Really
I'll give you that.
upset. I'm gonna be upset if they really just took what you just said and I see this on TV.
I see this nigga be a goddamn.
Yo, imagine Luke Cage coming in there with the white girl, like in the barbershop, and everybody's like, ooh.
With the
Start
nightmare.
asking questions. Ooh.
I'm gonna be
Having sex
sick.
with her? Was it everything
I'm
I
a
dreamed
beast.
of? And like Dave Chappelle. Dave
Look.
Chappelle should be there saying the same shit he said in Undercover Brother. Was it everything I dreamed of?
Oh my god.
Trying
He
to tell
said-
you, bro.
He said put up a poll for sure. We're gonna put
Yeah.
up we're gonna put Blue Marvel, Intergalactic Wakanda, T'Challa, and Barber number
Barber
3.
number 3. Yep. What would you rather see Denzel play?
Oh my god.
I swear to God.
So
Anyway,
anyways, Dan, I guess we gotta move on. I mean, Barber number 3 seems to be how we're gonna go
that
here.
would-
This is the way the pot is cooking. But
Just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
as the question states, we touched on it a little bit as far as what Batman villain like the Penguin. Now, the Penguin is over, and the Matt Reeves tends to have something here. Out of every single Marvel Studios show that has ever been created, has anything cooked like the Penguin? There's only been one DC particular show that's been connected to the films, and it people are talking about they actually did a better job with that than Marvel's done at all their previous series.
Barber number 3 says it'd be a next spin-off show.
Barber number, oh my god, that'd be a Disney
Stop
Plus
it.
show. It's not Agatha all along. It's Barber 3
Barber-
is ready for your cut.
Listen, every episode a different MCU character comes in there.
Oh my god.
I'm telling you. The Luke Cage shit was setting everything off though.
Yeah, and he's old enough. He'll be like, "Oh, I know Cap. I used to know Cap.
Yeah.
Him and Isaiah Bradley used to come in here all the time."
That's the
We're
one.
never gonna get through this.
We're not gonna get through this shit. So I can't take it.
Oh,
So,
my God.
of course, all of us have watched this Penguin series in detail, and now that the Reevesverse is obviously doing these interconnected stories in between their movies, and the Penguin did what it did and finished last week with great rounds of applause. Do we see another Batman villain that's deserving of his own series like the Penguin after Batman 2? Now,
Well,
you two actually brought up a certain somebody recently, and I think you talked about I'll let y'all say it, but Comics Explained actually agreed with both of y'all. And who was that?
Harvey Dent.
Harvey Dent.
Yep.
I'm trying to tell you.
Because of the
It makes
grittiness
sense.
of the Reevesverse, he would actually make a lot of sense.
It makes a lot of sense. And who wanted see this is what I want to see, because we only seen it, like we seen it in the Dark Knight, but we didn't have enough. We didn't have enough depth. Like he didn't earn becoming Two-Face. It happened. It was a great movie. Cool. But he didn't earn becoming Two-Face. It happened too quickly.
What would you say?
Imagine a couple episodes 1, 2, possibly 3, but definitely 1 and 2, where we start to see, like I said last week, I want to see corruption, right? I want the corruption.
Yeah, because you want to know about how Gotham is basically getting played.
Before he even becomes Two-Face, he was already corrupted, right? They boot him out of there. He probably tries to get revenge on the city. Probably trying to go after like a politician or a judge or something.
Well, remember that was kind of like his storyline in Dark Knight Rises. Like he was going after everybody, and then they set him up.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So we go that route. He has his accident that splits him, but he already had the split personality. Now that he's going crazy, just like in the movie, now it becomes full fledged. But we earn that, right? We see what he was doing behind the scenes. This is not like like in the Dark Knight where he was like the white hat dude where Bruce Wayne he's the best of us. Nah, he was in this universe. He's always been corrupted, and now it's truly him. The only thing that the accident did was enhance who he already was.
Yeah.
And then
would be crazy, by the way.
So, and while this is going on, like I said, Penguin is trying to find his way to take over the city, with the crime families not being the same, and some of the head
they're all out of play. Penguin
exactly
all the ass out.
Two-Face sees that too. He sees opportunity, and by the time we get to episode 3 and 4, we're gonna see what he does to try to take that mantle, as Penguin's doing that at the same time, right? So that's why I went with that route. Ralphie, go ahead.
I was gonna say, if again with the utilization of that and what you just stated, we earn Two-Face, right? Again, maybe if we are doing an order story, like maybe episodes 1, 2, and 3 is like the divergent. Like episode 1, he's the do-gooder, but then maybe he sees what's really actually happening, right? Which converges
like the Attorney General Gotham.
Exactly. Because I still want the aspect of, there was a good in him before he then goes into this dark path. And then, we can go ahead and introduce like what had happened to the side of his face, right? To enhance then the psychosis of how he is. And, again, how all of these people, I mean, maybe it could have been the government that tried to shut him up. Think about it. The government tried to, take him out, shut him up. He sees how like the underground basically works, and realizing that, the system is already a fucked situation. So if you can't beat them, join them. And in the midst of it as well, too, who else can lead an underground, bringing back that whole opportunist thing?
Right.
Why not me? And utilizing the aspect of fate throughout the entire time, that everything is all of a game of chance, right? It's heads, I'm going through with it. Tails, like I said, it's a wrap with you, whatever the case may be. But that would be like such of a dope premise to utilize him in this universe, since we are taking a much more grittier approach with these villains.
Yeah, and to be honest, like you kind of gotta understand. I think people have to understand that the Batman is an early Batman. This is an early Bruce Wayne. This is a younger Bruce Wayne. So a lot of the stuff that's basically kind of like an established person. Like I think I saw somebody put in here like Red Hood and Deathstroke. I don't even think he has a Robin yet. Like as far as like
No, he
even
definitely doesn't.
Jason or anything like that. Like I don't even think that's even in play because Batman is so young in the series.
Yeah.
So when we're talking about like basically like who to bring on, who in the early onset of Gotham could you bring on for their own series? The Penguin basically starting his criminal empire was perfect for this series because it was him starting up, basically taking out all the criminal organizations in Gotham before he took his reign. And to be honest, once he got done, he had to get rid of all of his henchmen, including Victor and everything like that, which was pretty sad for the show. But it shows you what type of villain that he could be. So then also when we get into Batman 2, we're also talking about the fact that at the end of Penguin, there's the possibility of the Court of Owls, which is a secret society in Gotham that controls everything.
Everything.
And if you bring on a person like Talon, whose last name also is Cobb, by the way, which is kind of weird because you got Oz Cobb and Talon's last name is Cobb. You probably wouldn't even have to reveal that. But the understanding that if you do Court of Owls, you already know there's a secret society in Gotham. You already know there's heavy criminal organizations in Gotham. The next series down the block could necessarily delve away from that if they want to. Like, I like the fact that somebody put Clayface in here, you know, to introduce him in before he basically becomes Clayface. So, because like it was almost like when we got Penguin, it was like you didn't know who Penguin was until the end. It was like we got a chance to see who Oscob was, like in theory, but then by the end we knew it was the Penguin. Ra's al Ghul in the League of Shadows, if Ra's al Ghul and his daughter Talia al Ghul ends up in Gotham, if it's a young Talia al Ghul, like almost as like a teenager, that would be like really crazy. Like almost like she's like just turning 19, 20 or something like that. And Ra's al Ghul happens to be a citizen of Gotham, but nobody understands who he actually is. So like if they, instead of doing the Penguin, if they did like a League of Shadows show that basically comes to the understanding of Ra's al Ghul's upbringing in Gotham before, and he might already be Ra's al Ghul. He might go by like some different ass name or something like that. He might be Raul Santiago from up the street, but nobody knows he's Ra's al Ghul, some shit. You know what I'm saying? Look. You said barber number 3. I'm allowed to take it there. All right.
Time out because
Raul Santiago.
Not him owning a bodega in Brooklyn.
Yeah, right. Bodega in
Gotham.
In Crown Point.
Hey, how's your daughter doing? Talia, she's doing okay, bro. You want to chop cheese? See, you turn.
Get some
see, this is what you get when you turn Denzel into a regular person. I could turn Ra's al Ghul into a deli owner.
I blame you, Haz.
A bodega
owner. That would absolutely never work. Never.
I blame
That's
you.
The difference. My shit would work. That shit would never work.
But then also the fact we got a Selena Kyle that's out there, and her companionship with Sophia at the end of that series. Does that necessarily, of course, bring in a lot more villains? Do they basically start their own little wing and then they build the series just on them too? Because Catwoman, her upbringing basically outside of that, and her starting her own criminal organization in alignment with the Penguin could possibly happen as well. So, Jorge, you watch this damn thing too. Who else could they possibly bring on?
I mean, I've been reading the comments.
Yeah, and you got a lot of comments. I don't know how the hell you got that.
Yeah, I'm geared towards Mr. Freeze.
Wow, because of the whole winter.
Wow. Well, that and just like the origins, like he works in the lab, he gets stepped on by his boss and all that. And his wife, and that thing happened with his wife. He gets sick of society, and he just goes crazy, right? It's just easy.
Yo, you know what's funny? Because I saw somebody put Clayface on here.
Mm-hmm.
Oz's girl Her name's Eve Carlo. Her brother is the original Clayface, Basil.
Oh
Basil
shit!
Carlo. So there is a connection. If they wanted to do Clayface in the future, Eve's brother is Basil Carlo. That's basically Clayface. He said, "Do y'all niggas want an Eddie box? Who would love to contribute to the cause?" wait, do y'all ninjas want an Eddie box? I don't know whether to be disrespected or offended. What's an Eddie box?
No idea.
So there is interesting connections to a lot of other characters out there outside of Gotham. So if we're looking at it from that aspect, you have a Clayface concept that you have connectivity to. You have a Selena Kyle connectivity because of what happened in the first movie, and then the introduction of Sophia. And if it's Batman, if it's a younger Batman, you could honestly introduce the League of Shadows. But the thing is, the secret society of Gotham is going to continue even outside of Batman 2. So if the Quarter Owls just ends up being a reoccurring thing going forward from movies to series to movies to series, you could honestly do that. And the Penguin is still at play here. He didn't die in Batman, and he didn't die in his own series.
Does
So there's a lot.
Penguin know about the Court of Owls?
What's that?
Does Penguin know about the Court of Owls?
I think that he has somewhat of an inclination, because why did he go to that courtroom and realize that basically half of the politicians and the subordinates in City Hall, whether it was like the district attorneys, the county prosecutors, and everybody like that, how did he know to go to them? Because they would honestly be corrupt, and then work out deals with them to get Sophia locked up, such and so forth. But it's almost like now he's working with them. Like, if I'm a known criminal, why am I going to the police? Are you that good?
Or else there's a Harvey.
And that's the thing. I would love the fact that like there's obvious criminal elements throughout the city government of Gotham, and that somebody like Harvey Dent just like shows up and starts showing out, like taking care of everything. We flour infused cookies. We would love your opinion. You flour infused cookies with what?
That's stuff.
What do you flour them with?
Well, houses, you know, do
you know anything about these flour infused cookies?
You know, that'll help.
What type of buds are you putting in these cookies?
Come on. But I think with the way that if you go that way, again, that's a proper segue to, again, introduce that. We can also introduce maybe a Commissioner Gordon as well, too, because, again,
the Gotham
plays
subject.
You know what I'm saying? So
which is obviously like, corrupt.
Yeah. So, you know, why not bring that segment in there? And, you know, especially since everybody has probably mentioned Clayface, I think, yeah, why not give a bit more expansion, right? We have what's over here, but we utilize him maybe as kind of like that other piece that just keeps kind of like randomly popping up or something like that. But keep it around the aspect of the corruption. Again, you have a beautiful case as far as like that and, you know, trying to change all that. But then aspect of, all right, now we got these characters that you can play with. And again, you can probably then, boom, bring Batman into the mix at the end of it.
He said, wait, ain't Peoples Hernandez the new Commissioner Gordon? Yes, Jeffrey Wright is Commissioner Gordon. And that is Peoples Hernandez from Shaft.
Yo, that's my boy.
He was good as that was the best black man portraying a Dominican I ever seen in my life.
My boy, I love Peoples. Peoples? What? Okay.
So, and you know what the funny thing is? Because Christian Bale was also in Shaft. Yeah. And that Jeffrey Wright was also in Shaft as people.
Yeah, Jeffrey Wright played the hell out of that.
He was the best Dominican I ever seen. So you in prison with me, right? So you big time now?
Yeah, he killed that shit, bro.
People be able to help you. You know,
this Egyptian culture costs more than your salary.
He is putting bud in the cookies. Yo, Jorge, I'll let him on the side or something.
Talk to that man right there.
But also there's this other aspect, the other connectivity towards the Penguin. is that the character of Julian Rush, there was actually small little tidbits that he might have been the Scarecrow.
Oh,
because he's had his play on psychedelic drugs, and he was using them as sort of prototypes, not only on Sophia but on Penguin's mother, and that basically this is going to be his moment of development in order for him to basically turn into the Scarecrow in some type of aspect going forth.
I like that. You know, and I like the fact that he's getting bigger roles thrown in his way because I think he's a really good actor. So, you know, like for him to definitely character development and grow from this, I like that idea. Let it
I forgot
happen.
what was his character in Luke Cage?
Wasn't he just like
He was
some,
Shades. He was
Shades.
Shades.
I was gonna say Specs. I don't know why the hell I was gonna say this. Shades.
Yeah.
Yeah, so him and Mariah Stokes having that affair just seemed very realistic. Tiger Woods.
Yeah. Yep. Come to find out, Thomas Jones.
Tiger Woods.
Him and Thomas Jones had a thing in jail.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Remember that?
yeah. I do.
That's
remember
why
that.
he was always. Oh man.
Yeah, he was floating on both sides of the rocket ship.
Yeah.
God damn it.
He had a rough.
Word. So if we're looking at it from there, of course, I'm pretty sure that everybody has an opinion, and people have to come to realize that this second Batman movie, as well as this first Batman movie, everything is in development. If you have, say, if Julian Rush just happens to turn into the Scarecrow, this is all origin stories early in the game in Gotham until they become the villains that they are. Penguin, for sure, by the beginning of the series, probably wasn't the guy that he was. And then by the end of the show, he is the actual Penguin. Batman year one, he never shows up in Penguin. He probably doesn't even have the money or the technology that he has later on as Batman, that he was younger as Batman.
He didn't meet Lucius Fox yet, right?
Exactly. Well, there's that part, and then the fact that like he just got his money in the Batman. Remember in the first Batman, he was just sitting in his room bullshitting and everything like that, and like Alfred is basically telling him, you know, you got to do something about this inheritance. You got to like basically like put it to good use. And he's just sitting in the house just doing some bullshit. And this is where he comes up with the concept of being Batman out of just like that whole concept by itself. So he hasn't even gotten to the point where he's going to be Batman yet. Like
he returned from the League of Shadows, right?
That's supposedly what happened, but we don't know. Matt Reeves might have basically changed that all the way. But
how do you learn how to fight?
Don't know. We don't know if that's going to be the story. You know how people switch up these stories. They'll say that somebody else basically started training Bruce when he was like a real young guy. But also come to realize that like Bruce's parents like might have been a part of the Court of Owls themselves, and that was more so the reason that they got popped, because his dad had heavy links to Gotham, generational wealth in Gotham. So it turns out like all the money that he had inputted into Gotham was basically due to the fact that he was part of a secret society. So that could also play a part. If that gets revealed, that's a whole nother play you can make on the Court of Owls. And then that makes that Batman series a little bit more relatable. You learn how to fight.
This is what they need to do.
From playing Tekken.
This is what they need to do.
Got to turn him into a barber.
Pause. So look, we just had the Penguin series, right? The Penguin series. We're gonna get whatever we get out of Batman 2. Is Batman 2 filming?
No.
Okay, good. They should do the Harvey Dent shit.
Okay.
Do that, right?
Well, you gotta do that after Batman 2.
You don't have to. They probably would if they
will.
I'm just saying what they should do. I'm not saying what they're going to do.
Right.
They should do that, right? In the Harvey Dent show, you also, as a secondary like plot for the show, you add the Court of Owls presence.
Yeah.
Right. We start sprinkling them in throughout that series, right? So you have the second Batman movie. When that movie ends, that's where it's like really revealed. Like Bruce Wayne probably gets invited to an event and something like that at the end of the movie.
A party with Baby Girl?
Well, let's not cram too many villains in the series. Goddamn.
But listen.
Okay.
In the Batman 2, what they're going to be, everything that goes through Gotham goes through them. By the time we get to that third Batman movie, they are going to be the big boss. They would be the big boss. So so Batman trying to take over. Batman trying to deal with like Penguin, Harvey Dent, and this crime family there. These small petty thieves here.
Yep.
He thinks that's what he's doing. He's cleaning up Gotham. But at the same time, Court of Owls is making this shit happen, trying to keep him busy while they got other shit going on. And he finally figures it out. In part 3, he's dealing with them.
Right.
And they go head to head. So that's what I would personally want to see in that universe. I don't want to see, because we could pick Batman villains and be like, all right, he could do this villain. We'll see this villain in the third one. Whatchamacallit, that's typical. We're used to that. But to go against a whole secret society and had to break that down, and they know, which the best part about it is that they would know Bruce Wayne is Batman. So they would start tearing him apart publicly, financially, shit like that. And he almost loses his damn mind trying to destroy them in the third movie. That's what I would like to see, personally. I would like the lead up. So yeah, Penguin, Smoke and Mirror, Falcone family, Smoke and Mirrors, Maroni family, Smoke and Mirror.
Everybody thinks they run Gotham, but they don't.
The Riddler, Smoke and Mirror. You can have, you want to say Shades wants to become the Scarecrow, Smoke and Mirror. Any Harvey Dent, Smoke and Mirror. Like any in all of these villains, right? Catwoman, whoever, Smoke and Mirrors. With the end game would be him going up the Court of Owls, and they basically, they're manipulating these other villains without the villains even knowing it. They're putting them in position to keep Batman busy while they take over all of Gotham.
Yeah,
so that's
probably the reason why like Arkham Asylum magically opens its doors, criminals get released, prisoners ended up going into Gotham. The whole system has to continue to rotate. Yeah. And Batman has to continue to be distracted because the real shit is happening behind the scenes.
Yeah. Because in all actuality, if it's not, honestly, if we're gonna do if go back to the Dark Knight trilogy, at the end of the day, it was the League of Shadows that was the true villain.
Yeah.
The true big boss of that whole trilogy.
Yep.
Right? The Joker, while fucking insane and terrorizing Gotham, at the end of the day, it all came back to Ra's al Ghul, even though he was dead. Even his organization. Yep. It all came
back because literally from Batman Begins, you realize that Ra's al Ghul and his daughter, who was a child at the time, ended up was literally pulling everything together. Yeah. He thought Bane was the big bad, didn't even work out for him. He had trouble with him in the first one, got his back broke, and it was like Talia just showed up as a love interest.
Yeah, and all we got out of the Dark Knight was him going up against the Joker, which made us think like, ooh, this is the ultimate chess match. But in all actuality, was actually checkers, because while that's going on, you got Talia fucking putting things in position.
Yep.
To set Gotham up for the worst, while Batman's dealing with the Joker. So it'd be the same thing. He's dealing with these villains. The Court of Owls is setting up all these little speed bumps for Batman to deal with while they're taking over the city, bro.
Which would probably make a better argument for Harvey Dent to be the next series, because he could implicate everything and then become the villain later on.
Because look, hey, they can go to him like, look, okay, you wanna make $175,000 a year, trying to take us down, trying to take crime down in Gotham, no problem. Or we can make you a millionaire, do what we tell you, and he gets corrupted. I'm just saying, if the way Matt Reeves has done this universe, you have to look at it that way. So yeah, when yes, Batman has some extremely interesting characters with the Killer Crocs and the Clayface and the Banes and the if you want to go even a King Shark.
Yep.
Like he has some very interesting characters in his world. That's not the universe for that.
Yep.
And we're not going to. There's no point of having them have a rivalry with the Joker in this universe. I'd rather them do that in the DCU.
Yeah,
where
not to say that the Joker's played out or anything like that, or has a bad taste in everybody's mouth. There is a lot other villains out there that could possibly get a lot more shine and are probably undervalued in the Batman universe that could do just as well of a good job as villains as the Joker.
This universe is too simplistic for a Joker that we deserve.
Of course.
So let a Joker like that actually have a Harley Quinn and terrorize Batman in the DCU, where we don't have to kill them off. We don't have to get them in one setting. Batman can't get rid of them. They can pop up in different movies down the road. Like, do that. Not in this universe where everything's simplistic and it's really a gangster ass town. And let it be that. Let it be that. We don't, because it gets with the Joker, it gets real colorful and shit like that. Like, we don't need all the colors because this is the universe that we're in. Right? We're in a dark, gritty, grimy. The Riddler is as bright as you can ever think of a character. And he was not to say he
That's
was
true.
wrong.
Like he wasn't even the Riddler that you would expect.
He was grounded as a motherfucker. Even his green was fucking olive and boring. So what I'm saying is they wasn't going for the exuberance and the all exciting, and they didn't exaggerate on these villains. They're keeping them grounded. That's what the universe is, and that's why in all actuality, the Court of Owls needs to be the big bad of the whole story.
Of the whole universe.
Yep.
Jorge, go back to this IG comment, the Gritty League of Shadows origin show. Samia Man basically threw that up. So it said a Gritty League of Assassins origin show would be dope. Lady Shiva, Talia, Cheshire, make it simple, style like the Warrior show. I like that.
It would be dope.
If now the Riddler being in Arkham would be a little bit difficult as far as having him going forth. But the thing is, if somebody like Julian Rush, who if he becomes a Scarecrow, wants to build up character and talk to this guy first, that will work as well. Biggs, you were saying basically, do you think they're going to give us a Joker later on? I'm not sure if he's even needed right now. I know they showcased him a little bit in this series, and everybody outside of their mama will be like, okay, yeah, Joker. But Matt Reeves doesn't seem like he wants to go that route, which is totally fine by me.
Joker would overshadow.
He would overshadow this whole thing. Especially if you do Court of Owls.
Yeah, he would overshadow, and we can't do that. That's like having the Five Heartbeats come to town, and you're like, you know what? Let's bring in Eddie Kane. He hasn't been with them for a minute, and he will overshadow.
He would overshadow that. He would overshadow the storyline. He would overshadow the synopsis. Like, if you wanted this to be a Court of Owls centered villainy of corruption that's happening in Gotham, Joker would take the emphasis out of that. He would take the air out of the ball.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
And also, we had a bad Joker movie, so we don't.
Yeah, exactly. So right now, it's like for right now.
And plus, for all those that are probably thinking, nah, you still need to put a Joker and so on and so forth. Think about it. We even had it with the Nolan thing, and then we went to the Bane part, but y'all were still saying, that Joker one was still better than that. In retrospect, we all need something to learn and research, something new on your palette.
Need some new
shit.
I
think this is the proper way to go about it, because everybody's gonna get interested, and plus, you content creators who love biting off of our stuff, by the way, you love finding new things and acting like you know what it is. So you're welcome. You're fucking welcome.
Yo, C Villain B. Thomas Elliott would work in this series. He would work in the Reeveverse somehow. I don't know how they would insert him, but if Thomas Elliott was involved, that would obviously work.
That's Jorge's pick.
That plays into a younger Bruce Wayne, and you could build that character up as well.
James, this one, look.
what does it say? A series following a fired Wayne Enterprise employee forced to become a bodyguard with henchman responsibilities. Each episode, his employer gets busted by Batman, forcing him to find new employment. What? That's like,
bro, that's Mysterio in Spider-Man.
yo, that's basically that's kind of what that sounds like. Like, I work for Tony Stark, I got let go, but to think about it, like, who could that be? Because Batman's rogue gallery, you kind of want him to be somebody. So I'm with you. But of course, we put this this question out there for everybody on Facebook and IG as to what Batman villain like the Penguin is deserving of their own series. Jorge, you want to cue in the comments?
All right, here we go. Let's start with good old Facebook.
Yo, where'd you get that AI interpretation? The Court of Owls. Look, I'm with you there. There was there was like 122 comments. Y'all was going beyond berserk with this shit.
Yeah, feeling berserk man. All right, here we go.
Ra's al Ghul, League of Assassins, would be a cool TV show. Show off his organization in like a spy thriller type of way. I'm with it. Yep. See, that could work too. This is this early Batman, so that works. Professor Pig deserves some love. Pig doesn't head, Pig heals, Pig fixes. Yeah.
I'm a pass.
Who's that?
That is terrifying.
Is that an early Batman villain?
That is not early Batman, bro. That's some shit right out the jump.
That is crazy.
All right, here we go.
You said that looks great. Not a specific villain, but a live action of the Death in the Family and the Under the Red Hood storylines. Or a whole live action series of the Arkham game series, which had Hush in it. I like that. But okay, so imagine this: not a specific villain, but a live action Death in the Family. That would be if you were to give him. But well, for one, it is kind of later down the line because it's after Dick Grayson. Dick Grayson starts to become Nightwing. This is Jason Todd, so that's an established Batman. So you would kind of be switching up that origin story, kind of supplanting Dick Grayson for Jason Todd. And then doing that storyline, I'm not sure if they were ready for that yet. Although I've always, if they want to do that sometime in the future, and you would have to include Joker if you were to ever do that story.
First of all, Master Grayson's name is Richard.
You could call him that. I'm gonna tell you what the streets call him.
Call him Richard. Goddammit.
They'll call him Richard. Short-lived character, but I love the concept of Catman. All right. There is a Catman in the Batman comics, but it's very small, short-lived.
Bruh.
I don't.
It doesn't. No.
Oh, no.
Was he comic relief?
It would be.
Comic relief, yes.
Oh,
Mr.
my
Freeze.
God.
Such a tragedy he had undergone to help his wife in finding a cure for her illness. Imagine how the other villains and heroes react to what he's been through and what he needs to do to get the job done. He would meet the people responsible for bringing such misery to his life that even heroes cannot be exempt from taking blame for the mistakes left on him. Imagine seeing how they encounter the guilt and hesitation in trying to bring a loving but desperate husband who only wanted happiness to warm his life and to being back with his love back into the sunlight. I always said that the tragedy of the Mr. Freeze storyline is that my man had to freeze Gotham in order to keep his generators running and keep his wife looking fresh. And Batman just shuts down the generators.
Thaws out his wife.
I just want my wife to look like my wife again while she dead. And Batman was like, but you're freezing Gotham. That's enough. Click. It's fucked up. Condiment King. All right. So you got Jorge. You got to vet this shit.
His parents.
Look, his parents. If it's the Court of Owls, if Thomas Wayne is shown as being a member, absolutely. Jason, once again, I think it's too early for Jason. You got to do Dick Grayson before Jason. You got to.
He would love the
people. Yeah, but see. So wait. People might be asking that just because I think the question itself was just in general, where we're talking more
deserving of their own series.
See,
yeah,
we're
using chronologically speaking.
we're using what we're getting out of this Matt Reeves universe. So that's where I'm basing everything.
That's where I'm
saying.
basing all my answers from.
Jorge
Because
They're
it's
Pager
saying
now,
changes-
deserving of their own series. Now,
reworded
if
better.
you do a Red Hood
Jorge.
series
yeah,
Yeah.
we're all listen. We're all for that.
by itself,
Because me personally, I would love a Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn series.
would you?
Personally,
Why? Huh?
I think it would be interesting.
Well, interesting.
I
How?
think it'd be interesting. I think we get 8 to 12 episodes of that.
8 to 12 episodes of what? Huh?
of Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy just
Doing what?
stuff
What kind of stuff?
together, just doing
To-
stuff together.
Oh, together?
causing
What they doing
causing
together?
havoc, causing havoc, bringing Gotham down to its knees.
Down to its knees, you say?
All right.
That would be my pick if we was outside this universe.
Talent in the court of owls, yes. Well, more than likely, we're going to see that in the movie. If that's
Yeah.
the overlying play on how Gotham is being run, that works. Two-Face. There's your agreement right there. That's the first one.
Two-Face and Quarter Owls is all
Riddler origin build-up story. Maybe meets several villains in the show along the way and introduces the idea of others and where they fit in the universe's Gotham. Mad Hatter, Scarecrow, Professor Pig, or Victor Zsasz horror show. Less characters who won't need heavy CGI, supernatural effects, or costumes, and don't have as much street level, easy to build up stories like Ivy, Clayface, Mr. Freeze, Killer Croc.
I like that. I like that.
that's a very good statement.
I
Very good
think,
statement.
but yo, that's the second time somebody brought up Professor Pig. Damn.
They're like
Which
6
is
or
concerning.
6.
They like Professor Pig. Okay. I didn't know y'all was Professor
Terrifying.
Pig fans.
Listen,
Scarface or Scarecrow. Think of the psychological trauma and drama of a Scarface Batman series. Look, I'm with you there as well. I want Bane, but endlessly depressed because of his relationship issues with Poison Ivy and all his villain friends telling him how toxic she really is, but he's just stuck on her and keeps saying, "You don't know her like I do." 4 seasons, minimum banger. Ha 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 ha.
That's like a high.
That is an underplayed relationship, the Bane and Poison Ivy relationship. Like it was like it's like the Oath and his and a girl he can't get.
Damn.
I'm gonna say Ra's al Ghul. Yeah, and that honestly works. Giuliani or Deborah Dudell. Yes, yo. Stupid. Hey. Oh, Owlman. Okay. Batman's evil, absolute nihilistic
Oh,
doppelganger
my God.
instead of Bruce Wayne. He is Thomas Wayne Jr., an older brother of Bruce, and Bruce dies in an alleyway shot by a corrupt police officer. Thomas escapes with the help of Joe Chill, who is the Joker. Arthur becomes unhinged and the universe's Joker. Gordon is a crime lord in that reality called Boss Gordon. James Woods voices him perfectly in the animated works. Yes, too bad he is too old to play him. Now, if I remember correctly, if I think it was Dark Knights Legends, where they basically went into that series and where pretty much Thomas Wayne Jr. is Batman as opposed to Bruce Wayne, and that he had like this whole other brother out there and everything like that. That was kind of like a one shot. Would be cool if they ever did it, but you have to put a lot of story into that.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I'm down to see Red Hood take Gotham over in a diabolical way. Andre, if they ever do a Red Hood like show, I think it would be awesome because I don't like him being a part of the Teen Titans like they did with the show. They did the Jason Hood storyline, the Red Hood storyline, put it in Titans, which I didn't like. It's a Batman story. Don't put it in Teen Titans.
Mm-mm.
I thought that was stupid.
It was dope. His costume was dope. Come on.
His costume is dope, but it's not a
He's
Batman
beating the shit
story.
out of
It's a
him.
Batman story.
He was beating the shit out of him.
It's a Batman story.
All right, we got Owlman? Okay, we got it. All right.
Yep. Your mom. Egghead. No.
No.
I love you guys, but no.
Who's Egghead?
Egghead is another Batman villain, but he's like a
yeah.
smaller guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like Puppet Master. Like, yeah, I think you had the ventriloquist like in the photo.
Yeah.
I was like, that's another way. Hush. Yes, and yes. And look, early Poison Ivy. That's the see. The Batman who laughs. It's not laughing Batman, but Batman who laughs. But that is like that's like the multiversal section of DC. So I don't know if that would work. Elon Musk. But wow.
Not Elon.
Another diabolical billionaire. I would like to see Poison Ivy, but a whole new version, maybe a serial killer, or using botany for her poison lipstick. And there's this whole aspect of her being an eco-terrorist who hates Wayne Enterprises. That, you know what? I kind of like that.
Yeah, that's not bad.
An eco-terrorist?
That's actually pretty dope. And that would fit in that universe.
That would absolutely fit in that universe.
I like that idea. That's a great idea. Now, can we get? I want to get back on the Elon Musk. I think Elon would fit, he would fit in not the Matt Reeves universe. He would fit in the original Batman series.
Oh yeah,
in the 60s. And imagine Batman and Robin running into him, and then he's just like to his Tesla robots, "Get them, boys!" And they just engage in like bang boom pow with Tesla robots. It would work in that universe.
Oh my god!
Get them, boys!
Here we go. We got this. Did you read this one?
Yeah.
All right.
We just read that. Clayface. Yep. Hugo Strange and Victor Zsasz. I think
Zsasz is a popular one.
Look, the Victor Zsasz is a popular one, man. Victor's
crazy.
a psychopath.
Nuts.
He's a psychopath.
Why should be Victor? It's like
the Victor from the series, no way. No way.
Yeah, impossible.
Two-Face and Deathstroke would be incredible.
We're on Instagram now.
Would offer a more action-oriented entry into the detective series. All right. I don't want to put this to bed to anybody, but Deathstroke is a Teen Titans villain. I want to tell y'all this.
I know.
But you did.
As you're correct. I also want to add that one, we got him in that. We got a whole lot of Deathstroke in the Arrow series, and we got a whole lot of Deathstroke in the Teen Titans.
If James decides to do Teen Titans, make Deathstroke the villain.
Yeah, in the Titan show. So we got a lot of Deathstroke in series.
Yep. He said, imagine watching all these movies about AI and we're still letting Elon build robots. It's crazy. All right. We say Hush, Victor Zsasz, Deathstroke. You already did that.
Hush.
Yep. Basically, 99% of them. Let's stay clear of the Joker and Harley Quinn for a while. I agree. Stay clear of Harley Quinn and Joker for a little bit right now. Yes. Mr. Free, there's Everett. There you go. A story that goes from tragedy to despair to insanity. I would love to see an unstable Freeze. No Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Everybody, chill.
It's time for you to freeze. Yeah. Victor Fries, not Victor Freeze. Victor Fries. That's Freeze.
Is that no Victor Freeze? Isn't that his original?
Is that how you spell it? Stop it. Is that how you spell his original name?
Hold on.
Don't do that to me. Basil Carlo is Clayface, but is if I've been wrong,
Victor Fries.
That's how you spell his name. I'm tripping.
In the comics, Dr. Shivel.
Dr. Shivel. Yeah, he had a Jewish last name. Yes.
Animated in the Batman animated series was Victor Fries.
The Batman the animated series is Victor
Freeze.
Victor Fries.
But pronounced as Freeze.
Get the fuck out of here. Damn.
Yeah. You just learned something new today.
Kite Man would be fucking hilarious. Just stop it, y'all. Zsasz, again, the Phantasm, Professor Pig, Quarter Owls, Ivy, Scarecrow, Catwoman, but especially the Phantasm. Whoa, the Phantasm? That's early Batman. Quarter Owl series, definitely, but the Phantasm from Mask of the Phantasm.
That was a good movie.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yes. If they did a live action Phantasm movie, yeah. Clayface, agreed. Basil Carlo, the original Clayface. In my opinion, it depends on how they're written, used within the Reeves Batman universe. I don't want to be oversaturated by shoveling out a bunch at a time. If I had to pick, it'd be someone who hasn't been in the front in a while, like Freeze, Clayface, Ivy, or the Mad Hatter. I'm not sure if the Mad Hatter would work. You like, how do you like modernize the Mad Hatter without him looking cheesy like some Alice in Wonderland sidekick? I don't know.
Yep, that's it. Good comments.
Yeah. Honorable mention, Baby Doll. If they did Baby Doll from Batman the Animated Series, the little girl that don't grow up, and she got the doll that fucking shoots bullets, and she had her own henchman, which I didn't understand. I was like, how does she have her own gang? Like this is a little girl who's possibly like
10,
close to 30s, but she looks like she's 10. But she had a whole gang of henchmen. I don't know. But that's the pod, everybody. Of course, you can see us every single Monday night at 9 p.m. Everywhere that you're basically doing your streaming, whether it's YouTube, X, IG, Facebook, wherever you see us. We will be back here every single Monday at 9 p.m. next week for everybody out here. So, for myself, Haas, Ralphie, Jorge, see you guys next week. Party Nerds, go.